Okay, now I'm going to have to probably move these cards before we get to the last quarter, but we'll leave it here for right now. Okay, here's the theme for the next quarter of 2020, strength. Okay, so right now, I can already tell you that it's going to be a challenging quarter. But look at the mountains. I'm being shown these mountains as being stalwart. I'm hearing the word stalwart and bulwark, like the song, the hymn, "A Mighty Fortress is Our God." Be the mountain, because you will be the refuge for others who are needing strength and refuge and a bulwark during times of difficulty. Do all of this so that you can be this. And remember what I said, it's not going to mean that it's easy for you either, but it's easier for you than for other people. And so remember to come back to this. This is going to be a repeating pattern throughout the year for you in order to accomplish the rest of it. Okay, so hi. Yes. So April. Here we go. Aquamarine. Emotional balance. Okay. I am able to identify my feelings and resolve unsettling emotions. Okay. Aquamarine. Are your emotions in turmoil? Are you feeling uneasy? Spend time at the water's edge to regain emotional balance. Okay, so we're coming back to this. In order to achieve this, it's going to be really important to do your private work and finding the emotional balance in order to be that strength for those around you and for yourself, because it first starts with yourself. As within, so without. April, here we go. Children, okay. So your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. I hesitate to say all that's coming up around this because it's not pretty. And as a mother, this is really hard information for me to receive. But in order to help the children, we have to keep our emotions appropriate and be their strength. They are going to have a hard time, and we're going to be finding out some information regarding children that we probably don't want to know in April. And even if you don't have children of your own, you can still be a safe space for them. Because as children grow, well, it doesn't matter. All children need a network of people. They need a village. And I keep coming back to this of what I saw when I was a child growing up in Malawi. Just people, mothers and older children came together as a community to support one another in raising children and cooking and cleaning and feeding, for caring for gardening, for working, carrying water. You can't do it by yourself. You need community. And so as a mother, I know this very, very, very well. And have wished for a community like a village to support my parenting. And so, even if you don't have children, be willing to ask someone who does have children, how can I help? How can I support? Don't assume that you know how to support. Ask the parent first. And if a child comes to you, particularly a teenager, I'm almost certain that any parent is going to be grateful for a person of integrity and honesty and truthfulness to be involved with their child through their teen years. I have spent 10 years working in high schools, which is my favorite age group of children to work with, and I have yet to meet a parent who wasn't grateful for a responsible adult with integrity and kindness working with their child. Because you need more than one perspective, you need more than one person. And as children get older, their worlds start going larger and larger and larger and larger, so that when they reach the age of maturity, they are ready to step into their adult roles. And they seek out people that they feel they can trust. So be willing to be that person for another child. And if you're a parent, be willing to be that person for another child who's not your own. And I'm speaking to myself in that regard as well, because sometimes being a mother can be very overwhelming, and the thought of mentoring another child on top of that can send me into thoughts of panic. So be open to this. Be open. See where this leads you in the month of April. Okay, May. Month of May. What are we looking at? Up high. Okay. Entrepreneurship. I am prosperous and abundant in all of my endeavors. I have limitless potential, and I fulfill my highest purpose. Okay. Pyrite. But remember, I talked a little bit more earlier about resources being more than just money. To have enough. So this is going to be talking about opportunities. And what I'm seeing is a vision board. So this is going to make this reading a little bit long. So I'm going to probably have to divide this up into at least two. But I'm seeing a vision board in using this time to create it as to what you want to come to you. Now, usually a vision board is for a very specific period of time. You can set it for the year of 2020. But keep in mind that up here is not limited by time. And down here, we're limited by the other people around us as to how quickly something can be manifested. So, how you discern the opportunities that are coming to you for prosperity is you set the intentions here with your vision board. You set the intentions with energy. How is it going to feel when these things happen? How will I feel when the car that I want, or the home that I want, or the job that I want, or the relationship that I want comes to me? How will that feel to me? So that when these opportunities come to you, you can feel into the energy of the opportunity and compare it to what the intention is that you set over here, and you will know whether or not to take that opportunity. Okay, now down below. For the month of May. Okay, what's this card? Okay, winter. Okay. So those in the southern hemisphere will be starting to go into winter at that particular point in time. They will start, yes, so it'll be the first month of winter, because June 21st will be midwinter for those in the southern hemisphere, and it will be midsummer for those of us in the northern hemisphere. May is the beginning of summer for us in the northern hemisphere. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So aside from the obvious of this being for the southern hemisphere, okay, it's also referring back to here for those of us in the northern hemisphere. So opportunities that were set up here are coming I don't want to say fruition, but they're being made known at this point in time. What we set up here is going to be made known here. Okay. In June, okay. Angel of Clarity, clear quartz. Okay, that one. Okay. In order to gain clarity during this time and to stay grounded, it's going to be imperative that we spend time outside, especially in the month of June. So that we will know what to do. We'll have clearer insight as regards this, so that we can maintain here. Because it's going to be very easy for us to get out of balance during this time. With the emotions, it's going to be a very emotional time. And it'll be a lot of opportunities, and it might be confusing as to which one to choose, where to go. Some decisions will be obvious, some less so. Get outside. Go to the mountains. Go to the wilderness. As frequently as possible. And refer back to the vision board that you made here. Okay. Now, over here, so that was June.